What's up, Play Sports Gamer here, and I got a video on a firing recently. It is not the person I thought was going to get fired. It is not the person should get fired. And I agree, this coordinator should get fired. And we're talking about the Washington Commanders, Jack Del Rio, defensive coordinator. Washington's defense has been putrid. Yes, they've gotten rid of a couple of big-time players recently, but before that, they were still bad, giving up a ton of yards and stuff. So we got an article here. Commanders fired Jack Del Rio after blowout loss to Cowboys. The Commanders has fired defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio. Coach Ron Rivera announced Friday, as the Washington defense has plummeted to the bottom of the NFL rankings after entering the season with high expectations. The Commanders, 4-8, have lost 3 in a row, including the 45-10 loss to the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday, and 8 of the past 10. They have hoped the defense would be a consistent force, given how many new options they had on offense, but instead the defense has become an albatross. I had totally agree, the Washington defense has been horrible, and I thought Del Rio was going to get fired weeks ago, but for some reason Ron Rivera held on to him. The season is basically over. Now, let me point to the fact that I think they should clean house. This Washington owner, this first-year owner, should clean house, get rid of all the coaching staff. They need to retool. This team has a bunch of talent, and they should be a lot better than this. And I point my finger at Ron Rivera. I don't know. I put a video out last year saying he should be fired. It was actually got a ton of views from me, and I thought he should get fired last year. Yeah, he hung on for some reason. We have teams like the Washington Commanders, the Los Angeles Chargers, Atlanta Falcons. They have like teams like this that upper management is just bad. They hire the wrong people, and you wonder why they don't get much success. They hardly get into the playoffs. And they do get in the playoffs. It's like one and done. But Ron Rivera is horrible. He's a horrible coach. He makes horrible decisions, yet he's still a coach. What are you doing, owner of the Washington Commanders? He should have been gone a long time ago. Yeah, he's hanging on, and Jack Del Rio is taking the blame for this bad season. Rivera, who also fired defensive backs coach Brent Wieselmeyer, will take over the defensive play calling for the rest of the season, he said in the video conference call. Whoa! I'm sure the defense can get a lot better now. If you don't change things, can you expect things to change? So that's what I'm doing, to see if things will change. Yes. Hey, for once, I agree with Ron Rivera. Things need to change. You need to go. The offensive line coach needs to go. Sam Howell, I feel bad for him. He's the most sacked quarterback in the league. And the offensive line coach, what is he doing? And yes, talent is a big part of it, but technique is also a big part of it. If you're a good offensive line coach, you should be able to teach anyone good technique to protect the quarterback. So I think the offensive lineman needs to go. And I told, like I said before, they need to clean house. This team needs to clean house with all the coaches. They've been a disappointment for the past 2 or 3 years. They have a lot of talent. The talent offense is incredible. They got great receivers, a good running back, good tight end. Sam Howell is pretty good when he has protection. He's shown bursts of it every now and then this season. Yeah, he's running for his life most of the time. So let me continue. The Commanders defense ranks worst in points allowed, 29th in yards allowed, 1 year after ranking 7th and 3rd respectively in those categories. Commanders consistently give up big plays and fail to make many of their own. Washington has allowed a league-high 49 pass plays of 20 yards or more. Commanders haven't intercepted a pass in the past 6 games or caused a turnover in the past 3. Rivera said that he thought about these moves for a little bit, but after processing Thursday's loss to Dallas, when Washington's defense allowed 38 points, including 18 in the fourth quarter, he decided to act, letting team owner Josh Harris know about the moves Friday morning. I mean, it's not an indictment of Jack and Brent, because those guys work their asses off trying to get things right, trying to do things for us. It's just, for whatever reason, it wasn't coming together. We haven't played as well as we would have liked this season. We are culpable. We all are, coaches and players as a group. Rivera, who last called plays with Carolina in 2019, said there are some things he will do differently, saying they might play some guys differently, but he didn't specify what other on-field changes might take place, saying he would brought up to the coaches from a different perspective, so there'd be some natural differences. Again, I blame this on the head coach. It's obvious that Ron Rivera can't fire up his players anymore. They're not playing with the effort that you need every Sunday in the NFL. That's the head coach. He's not firing up the players in pregame. He's not firing up the players at halftime. It all is on the head coach, yet he's surviving. I don't get it. I don't get what the Washington owner is doing. Maybe he's just playing out the season season than firing Ron Rivera in the offseason. But it should have been a lot better this season. It should have been a lot better. Harris says he accepted Rivera's recommendation to dismiss Del Rio and Weisselmeyer. I feel exactly how our fans feel today, disappointed and frustrated. It's how our players and staff feel as well. I knew our first season of ownership would include challenges along the way. We will not shy away from the hard work, nor will be deterred by adversity. As Coach Rivera and I discussed, all of our energy for the remainder of the season will be focused on playing better, more consistent football, and developing our players while intently evaluating the areas in which we need to improve this offseason. Fans deserve a team that can compete with the NFL's best and win sustainably for the long term. I will not waver from this mission. I guess we got to give the owner a little time. This is his first year. He just accepted what coaching was there last year and going with it this year. I really think there will be a change at the end of the year. I think Rivera is finally going to leave. No team should hire him anymore. So what do you guys think? Do you think Ron Rivera should have been the one fired, or the whole coaching staff should have been fired, including Rivera? Or do you think they made the right decision just getting rid of Jack Del Rio and defensive backs coach? Let me know below, and please subscribe and like. Thanks. See ya.